Another 49 saga.
Ooh, let the drama begin.
It's getting pretty spicy as we speak. What is up, everybody? Sorry, my co-host is having some difficulties. Let's see if the comment in the links she can just pop in. Man, it's crazy. I don't know. Haven't been having this type of issue with the StreamYard thing, but probably need to check on my StreamYard or something. But it's kind of been acting strange for a while. But hopefully, it's not the issue for the next show. But it's either here or then. So let's discuss the saga. She'll be here shortly. Just some difficulties with what's going on. Hopefully, everybody is good today. Before I start the show, hopefully, you guys kind of understand what's going on. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see. There's just a familiar face returns, but I hope you guys take the clear message. Just be careful with this guy you associate with, because I might block you. I'm not playing around. I'm keeping myself from distance from that. But it's either here or then. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's not letting me join. Like, what the heck? Seriously? Damn. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Why I won't even, like, I don't get it. Streamer's kind of been acting weird with me lately. Maybe that's why Keith couldn't go in also at the other day. I don't get it. Like, what's going on? Want me to just try the email for you? Or, like, does it have, like, something where you joined in and it just shows, like, a dark thing or something? And does it have something to do with the Chrome or something? Because I had that issue before. Sometimes it does that with my email. That's crazy. That's a little crazy. I never understood that part. I don't get it. StreamYard is supposed to be good service, and I never had this issue like this. Never before. Keith Lewis, it was rare. It was rare to have it happen, but now it's kind of happening from other people too. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Like, I highly doubt she's blocked on my channel because she can comment and go into the comment section. It's just anybody can jump in. But I don't get why it does this. Makes no sense. Like, it's either they had to, like, use their other account or something. I don't know why. It's kind of strange. Yeah, I don't know why. Might need to see what's going on with my StreamYard or something. It's telling me that I'm dealing with some shit, but it's weird. I don't know why. It's stupid how I hate these damn... Yeah, dark screen. That is the worst part, is dark screen. I don't get it. Like, you can go in, you can join in, but it has you on the dark screen, huh? Makes no sense. So you can go in, but it just shows a dark screen or something, huh? Damn. Oh, well, I guess this sucks until we figure out something. Man, if StreamYard doesn't get any better quality, I might have to reconsider to use some other type of thing. Because I don't know, StreamYard just isn't working really good for some reason. And plus, I paid a lot of money for this damn service. It should be better. It should be better quality. I shouldn't have to have issues with people jumping on my show or nothing like that. It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, they said it's Chrome errors. Oh, my God. Oh, I see where you're coming from. Because when it's Chrome errors, you have to, like... Matter of fact, let me send it to your email. I think you might get it better if I send it to your email address. Like, inbox me your email address, and I can just send it right in there. I think that might work better. Yeah, if you send me your email address, I can just send it right towards there. You might be able to jump in better because I've seen some people have issues with that and they don't have a problem with it as long as it's on the email address. I've had that issue before. I would tell them, hey, send me the email address. But let me see what your email address, like inbox me it or comment it, and I'll just send it to you right now. Yeah, I'll just send you the link again, but I'll send it to your email address on whatever like you got because I think it should work. Because I've had that problem before. When I go on Instagram, I can't even get in because it's dark also, and it has something to do with the Chrome issues. I don't have a problem with Twitter because Twitter lets me go on it. I don't have a problem with Facebook because it works okay, but sometimes it happens. You can inbox me your email address or something, and I could just send it right directly there. It should be no problem. Yeah, I've had that problem before. Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, I got you. I don't know. That either works better because sometimes I don't have an issue with it because when I had a problem with it, I would have somebody. Hey, I would just say, hey, just send it on my email instead. It might work better. That's how I had it. Okay, I got you. This should work. This should work. I would think because I've done it through email before. So you should get it in about a minute or so. But yeah, I don't know why. It's weird. It's pretty weird. But I just send it the link. But if that doesn't work, then I don't know what's going on. It probably tells you that you have to check in your Chrome or something. It's out like I've had that problem before, and sometimes it may even take 24 or 48 hours for that Chrome to work again. Like ridiculous. I've seen some people have some issues with it before. Yeah, dark screen. You could either reset your phone. You could either use your phone or reset it or something. Like reset your phone or restart it, whatever how it works. That's how I do it. If I can't get into through the email address or anything like that, I might have to just turn off my phone for a quick minute and see if it works. But if not, we can figure out something. I don't know why. It's weird. I mean, you never had any issues with it. I mean, you're living down the Arkansas service. It wasn't that bad in Arkansas. I don't know. Should be here any. Oh, yep. There you are. There you go. You good? You good? 48 hours for that Chrome to work again? Like ridiculous. I've seen some people have some issue. Oh, you there?
Yeah, what's up? I got
it. Hey, you might need to get some earphones because it's saying I'm having some echo.
Yeah, it's an echo. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, get some earphones or something like that. That's what it told me.
They won't even let me use my camera for some reason.
That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy, but sorry about that. I guess it's something to do with the issue too.
It's Chrome. Chrome said they're having a bug problem.
It's happened with me before. I'm not gonna lie. Either I have to go through the email address. That's how I do it too. But yeah. Speaking of beating a dead horse, I know you probably want to beat down the hammer. Man. It was going to be quiet news until this guy came out of nowhere. Man. Crazy. But yeah, that's what happens. This damn Chrome, this stuff. I get that issue with Chrome too myself. Sometimes it says that it's having an issue. It may take like a while to get in process. It's having an issue. It may take like a while. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make sure to turn down this thing off because I don't want anybody to go in. This is not for everybody else. I'm gonna put this into matter of fact, I want to remove this comment because I don't want it to be. All right, for everybody else, this is not for everybody to jump in. This is just a show for me and Danielle, just to let you guys know that. I guess we're having difficulties with the internet and stuff. Samuel G.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just the echo.
So they let Jack Hamill back. That's crazy.
On Twitter, he's back. He was gone for like almost a month or so. But he still posted videos. He still posted little clips, but I never followed him. But I seen somebody tell me about it. Like quite a few content creators were putting stuff out there to say, hey, how come he still posted videos even though he's been in trouble? He's been kind of hiding under the rock for a while. Man. I mean, if I were him, I would have just disappeared and not even bother. That would have been the smartest movie. Was disappear, delete his account,
go away.
That's usually the biggest mistake they make. When they come back, they think they're. That's strange.
The damn
says on my streamer that I'm going to have some echo issues. Yeah, that's weird. Yes, she'll be back. Damn. Sorry, guys, we're having some difficulties today. You know, it's kind of weird. Sometimes it happens with Chrome and different stuff, even with Safari. Some people have that issue too, but man, it's crazy. Man. Jack Hamill. You guys want to talk about him? You know, he's kind of been a guy that's been, you know, I know some of you guys are not too familiar with him, but yeah, he's a 49ers insider. He's been kind of. We'll see what happens, but yeah. Yep, guess there's some issues going on, but what's going on, Hurricane Mike? What's going on, Samuel G? I don't think we're going to get Jaworski. He's not coming back. Why would we want to bring back Jaworski Tart, bro? I don't think he wants to be a backup at this point, but at this point, he would have to be because of his value, because he's got nothing to offer, and I don't think no other team wants to sign him no more. He was in the box safety. He doesn't offer much versatility. Maybe as your Sam, I guess as your Sam linebacker or something, he would be versatile at that spot, but he's more of a strong safety in the box. So I don't think any other team's going to sign him like that. If Philadelphia cut him last year, that tells you what they need, what you need to know. He just doesn't seem to fit the system for other teams anymore. His play's kind of diminished ever since he's been injured, so that's how it goes, man. I don't think we're going to get Jaworski Tart. Man, crazy. I guess we're having some issues with the oh, she's back. Let's see if it's good service.
Do you still hear echo?
I think we're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Speaking of it, you were going to talk about Mr. Hammer, right?
I can't believe they let that man. You know what? You talk about the Niners and they drama. The fact that they still allow that man to represent the organization is trash.
It's ridiculous, no doubt. I mean, man, I mean, the smartest thing he could have done was just disappear and delete his account, and it would have gone away. But nope, he thought, hey, everything's going to be clear in a month. Everybody's going to forget about it. Not the case. I'm kind of surprised a lot of guys like Skeezy actually kind of threw it out there. But
let's talk about your bestie, John Lynch.
What, bestie?
Yeah, John Lynch. So he made the comment today. I know you've probably seen it. Like the 49ers are just accustomed to, with Robert Saleh and D'Amico Ryan. And I was like, but y'all weren't bitching when he was in the booth at 5-0. Like, why is it a problem? Like, these people.
I think a lot of fans get it misleading. Like, even as a player, what difference does it make? Actually, in the booth, you get to see more of the plays out there than you do in the sidelines. The only thing on the sidelines is you get to be close to the players. I mean, from the previous years under Shanahan's coaching staff with DCs, there always been the rah-rah guys. Steve Wilkes isn't a rah-rah guy. He's an old school coach. He's kind of like a coach that will give you tough love, but he's not that kind of guy that's just going to pump you up. Like, he may pump you up if you win some games, but he's not that kind of coach where it's like, oh, hell yeah, hey, that's what's up. No, he's more like this coach, like, hey, good shit. Come on, let's go.
They're spoiled and entitled. You sound like a spoiled brat. Like, D'Amico used to play football, so I get it. Robert Saleh used to play football, so they're used to being up close and personal. But some of the best defensive coordinators are in the booth. It's just a simple fact. I feel like this is another ploy to, to not place blame on the coach, because honestly, if it don't, like, okay, what if he comes down and we still playing like this? Then what you gonna do? You gonna put Kyle in the booth?
That's the thing right there. And that's what I don't understand. Like you just said, the first 5 weeks there wasn't a problem, but now since we've been losing 3 straight games, it's a big deal now. But like, if he didn't lose to the Browns game, if we would have won the Vikings game, would it have been a different tune? No, I don't think it. I think it would have never changed. I think it would have stayed the same as him in the booth. But we're going through a slump right now, and you better hope that Chase Young pays off, man. He's going to start. He's going to start over.
But this is the thing, though. This is what gets me. When we, acquired Javon Hargrave, he was supposed to be it. That was supposed to be the missing link. And then it didn't work out. So we got Randy Gregory. What happened? Randy Gregory ain't playing because, he's still kind of new. So then it's just, okay, Chase Young. Here we go with Chase Young. So it's like, I get you're on this win now and you want them to be consistent and da-da-da-da-da, but it's just like, y'all keep adding players to a roster that I felt didn't really needed help. It was just a lack of communication between Bosa and Wilkes. That's all it was to me.
We weren't getting the pressures too, so I think that's where it came down to. Like, like the communication with Bosa was hurting him because he held out. Why would you hold out? If I was a player, I would still go into training camp and try to get ahead of the playbook. That was Bosa's big mistake, was missing out like almost the majority of training camp and not even try to get ahead of the playbook. That's the problem, because Steve Wilkes would have got on the same page with him. But like, that's what I don't like about certain players. You shouldn't have to be worried about a stupid contract. You're going to get your deal done. Just go out there and freaking get ahead. That's the one thing they need to learn if you want, because, players who do that, they get behind and they don't play the same. It takes a while for them to get back to what they were. Look at Bosa. He hasn't really produced as much as he did before, because he used to be really dominant. Now, like when you look at the last 12 games, he's only registered 4.5 sacks. And like you said, he didn't do nothing in the playoffs. And we're paying this guy $34 million to get to the quarterback, but he ain't doing nothing. Everybody's talking about the Pro Football Focus. Oh, he's still doing something right. At this point, it's all nice and stuff, but he's not getting to the quarterback. We pay him to get to the quarterback, not to create a lot of pressure. Pressure can be good for some extent, but it has to be like pressure to where it's incomplete passes or interception type of pressure. Not all of it's like that.
Nope. It's just like, I get it. We paid you for what you did. But at the end of the day, I feel like if Chase Young is here to alleviate the pressure, then, like I was saying, I don't think he's worth the contract. The person, like, I'm nervous about is Purdy. Like, I had tweeted this one question on Twitter. If NFC Championship and a Super Bowl appearance and building a roster is all Kyle has, if you take that off the plate, what makes Kyle Shanahan a great coach?
He just doesn't seem to want to get an elite quarterback. I think he needs to stop thinking about build. I mean, it's good to build a defense, but his strategy just doesn't seem to work. It's not the old school, like the way how it's not like how the Buccaneers had a great defense and they had a solid quarterback. It's not like how the Ravens had in 2000 where they had Trent Dilfer be the game manager. It's not like the 85 Bears when you had Jim McMahon managing the football game. It's not like those type of quarterbacks. It doesn't work in today's NFL. Like, the closest one you can get is a Nick Foles to the Eagles, but even Nick Foles was at least very talented.
Facts.
but it was only a difference because he fit the system. But here's a one tough question. One tough question.
Nope. I wouldn't trade Debo at all. Debo, as you guys can see, is detrimental to the
It's hard
offensive
to find.
system. If you can't replace Debo, I wouldn't get rid of him.
Ayuk would be the one. I would try to keep him, but it's like, how can you replace a Debo? Because Debo does more. And some people will say, hey, it could be a Christian McCaffrey doing a little bit of everything, but you're asking him to do a little too much if Debo's gone. What do you mean I'm being racist to the white guy? Oh, wow. This dude's funny. Oh, in my opinion, I think the secondary could have been better, but they need to cover to make the quarterback think. Yeah, they do need to do better. I don't think the secondary could be better, but we got Samuel Womack coming off IR, so he should be good. And then we got Darrell Luter coming in. So I'm hearing a lot of praise about Darrell Luter, like the rookie from South Alabama that the coach staff are very high on. So he might make a push for the lineup down the stretch. You there? Yeah, I think our secondary just needs to hold up a little better.
Yeah, like we were talking about Purdy, our next Joe Montana. And somebody was alluding to the fact at the Minnesota Vikings game that concussion really messed him up. So then I was like, well, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was against the Falcons in 1987. Steve Young suffered the exact same concussions and threw 10 touchdowns and 0 interceptions and threw for over 500 and something yards. Maybe Brock Purdy isn't built to take hits because he's so small. Like,
yeah,
I think the excuses that he get is like I feel bad because it's like y'all drunk the juice. And everybody was trying to tell you guys it's not being a hater, but yo, you don't like. Now that he messing up, they ready to trade him in for the Wolves. I said ever since he faced Kirk Cousins, he ain't been right.
I mean, yeah, he's not a big quarterback. He's just taking a lot of hits, and the problem with our scheme is we don't have like other good offensive linemen to hold up pretty well. It's mostly the guys who can pass block. I mean, like run block better, run blockers. That works if our running play works well, but Brock Purdy, even though he's about 6'1", 220, a lot of these quarterbacks of that size, they can take so much hits like that. But to that extent, to that concussion, that's where he kind of had his bad games. But I don't know what you're going to expect from Brock Purdy. I mean, can he come back to the same guy once we get Debo and those other guys back? I think he could play back to what he was.
Yep.
But I think everybody's overlooking it. Like, oh, was it the system or was Brock Purdy actually looking good? I think it's the system and nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the system with Brock Purdy. Like Kurt Warner even said it best. Kurt Warner said it best about Brock Purdy. He thinks he's exactly the best fit in Kyle Shanahan's offense, and there's nothing wrong with the way he plays. I mean, sure, everybody is part of the system. Like, you look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady, I don't think anybody would ever admit this, but throughout his New England career, he was the system. Any player that plays, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what system you play. Like, there's going to always be a quarterback who has to play up to their strength. So, like, not all quarterbacks are going to play great. Like, if you were to put Kirk Cousins in a different type of offense, I don't think he's going to be successful. Like, let's say he was put in an offense in Tennessee. You think he's going to do good? No. It's not his type of style. I mean, do you think Matt Ryan would have fit? Like, they just put Matt Ryan in Indianapolis. He didn't do shit over there. But that's how most good quarterbacks are. You look at guys like Phillip Rivers, they can excel at any system, but it really takes time for them to adapt. I mean, you look at most quarterbacks, they have to really fit into the system better. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think it matters what offense you put him on because he's actually shown that he can excel at any system. But Yeah, you may have weapons, but Kyle plays calling didn't help, and not saying to blame for the 3 losses, but at some point he needs to adjust. Yep, I was the only one to call him out.
You can't talk about Mr. Shanahan now.
Yeah, will Warner pass Willis for most tackles? I think he might. And
I think he just might.
He's already playing longer. I think he's going to get up to his 8th season next year, so he should be good. But yeah, guess I'm like the only one on the community that called out Hammer. I don't know. A lot of content creators were afraid to do that. I'm not afraid. I got nothing to lose.
I'm glad somebody called him out. We was all tweeting about him. Like, so you really bold enough to come back? What part of you're not welcome here?
Yeah, it's like you're trying to come back to a party when they kicked you out from the get-go. I mean, I don't know why some content creators are afraid of it, man. Y'all need to start speaking up, man. Don't be afraid. Some of them are just scared because they're afraid of the backlash and all this shit. I don't give a shit about a damn backlash. What do I got to lose? And what do I got to hide? I don't got nothing to hide. I mean, the only thing you can say to me is, this guy is he's a damn security guard. He works security at night. Yeah, this little mall cop guy is talking smack about this so-and-so. I don't care.
And then you know what you tell him? I'll take that because Mall Cop grossed in a lot of money and it was hella funny. Thank you.
Yeah, he came back on Twitter. He did. On Twitter, he did come back. Yeah, he's still posting about the Niner stuff, but I'm not gonna comment.
I don't know why people just don't acknowledge the fact, like stop being scary.
Yeah,
stop. Are you nervous? Oh, did you hear what's going to happen on Sunday? And I want so because of the war in Israel and all that, they're saying that protesters are going to come on the field. The fans are going to come on the field, and I think it's going to be a delay of game in Jacksonville because they want to protest of what's going on in Israel. Like,
I don't know. I think it's none of our business. I mean, why do we need to involve ourselves into something that it's got nothing to do with us? Like Israel, that's their issue, We try. Like, I don't like how we just butt into other countries and butt into their business. It's just not right. Even if it's wrong, but we're wasting a lot of our money on taxes. Why do you think taxes in California are insane? Because of our stupid government wants to send our damn militaries out there to go to war for something stupid.
Slander against my husband, Gavin Newsom. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's pointless, right? Isn't it dumb how they had to send our soldiers?
I think that the only reason why the U.S. gets involved is because, our number one ally is NATO. So anytime NATO goes and sticks their nose, as long as they're not fighting, we still have to be by their side. But hopefully Jacksonville, they have security and stuff because that happened at the Bears game when it was a delay of game. So it's like...
Yeah. Moses. I heard Shakespeare is tweeting.
Yep, he is Moses. He is. So we trying to get him banned. For some reason Elon don't want that.
I haven't blocked. I don't see his tweets.
I don't follow him at all. So
he goes under the hammer, I guess.
Yeah. I don't follow him.
When I think of Jack, I think of Robert.
So do you have any reserves for the Jacksonville game? Because Trevor Lawrence, man,
he's good.
Yeah,
Travis Etienne, he's at a different level.
My only concern I have is, I'm excited. Debo's coming back, Trent's coming back, but Trent was practicing. I just wish Aaron Banks. I totally forgot Aaron Banks ain't gonna be here. Totally forgot.
We got McFoley bargaining for us.
Oh, we got McFoley. Yay!
That's John Feliciano. He looks like McFoley.
He does.
He looks like the wrestler.
That's his identical twin. If I was him, I would be property. I don't know. I just think that hopefully this game we get it in, we get our head together because it's like I get our fan base, we are spoiled rotten. We are very spoiled. We were number one. This is us, but it's like there's no time to play no more. Like there's no more excuses. There's nothing. Get in the game. Like we were 5-0 and we were used to scoring 30 points a game and we dropped down to 17. Hopefully this bye week, because
hopefully we're all rested. But I think with Feliciano plays, I don't think we missed much. But Banks is a huge loss.
Yes, and his turf toe.
That takes weeks.
I know, darn. He should be able to sue them.
What? Sue what?
For his turf toe.
Hyperextended toe.
Yeah. Your turf damaged my toe.
Wilkes has that issue.
So now that Wilkes is coming down from the booth, what did he do? This is why John
Fire up the players.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the sideline.
That's what they want.
Yay! So
I heard Warner approved that.
Yep.
There was reports that he denied it, but I think he actually.
I think this is just a ploy because Kyle don't never take responsibility for nothing, and it's just to keep the heat off of him. Honestly, I just think he's a joke. Like he's a joke and a half, bro. Like a lot of people don't like me, but I always say, if Kyle Shanahan is just this genius, then why is your genius not working? Like, what literally, like they figured us out. They figured Purdy out. You need to come up with some new stuff, bro, because they on your golden ticket, like white on rice. Like, hopefully Trevor Lawrence has one of his flimsy games where he throwing interceptions.
He's gotten sacked.
Yeah.
Their offensive line's a little bit bad.
I just want us to go back. I just want a ring, CG. That's all. I'm not asking for multiple. I just want one.
Get that 6 on Barty. We gotta take it one step at a time.
So with Chase Young, this should make our secondary a little stronger. And I know he's there to alleviate the pressure off Nick Bosa, right?
He should. He's going to get one-on-one battle.
I want to see Hargrave, Drake Jackson, Randy and them. Like, y'all need to step up. I need my coach to understand that CMC is just not the team.
No, it's the offensive line to help. Without Trent Williams, we don't have a good running game.
I know. I'm so happy he's back. Like, yeah. Maybe Purdy will wake up.
He's listed questionable. I think he's playing. There's no way he's gonna miss this game. If it was a high ankle sprain, he should have already been cleared to play against the Jaguars. Because usually for a high ankle sprain, it takes 4 weeks to heal.
Well, he was practicing, so
yeah, he's good. Maybe they're just leaving him in practice, which is his normal routine. I get that all the time with the ankle issues because I had like a high ankle sprain or a broken ankle, and sometimes there's days I feel normal, and then there's days I just feel like achy, Like there's days I'm just walking kind of weird, like I'm kind of like shit, can't even walk right. And it's got nothing to do with the injury, but it's like an old injury that comes and goes. So you get that all the time. Maybe that's what Trent Williams is dealing with because he has that high ankle sprain. Sometimes that achy injury, it comes back to you.
Well, he better go put them weights like Curry did because Curry got glass ankles.
Man, glass ankles. That ain't no joke.
We stop talking about my people.
Hey.
I don't know. It's just like the Niners. They enjoy drama. It ain't one thing to another. Yeah, it's like I get the I don't get the frustration with our quarterback because y'all shouldn't have drunk the rookie juice. Like, I'm not negating Brock Purdy isn't good, but he's still learning. Like he's about to play a full season, so it's like let him have his little bumps in the road. And but the only concern I have is this going to be what we get where if we're down 10, you can't bring us back? That's my only concern.
That's been the problem. We're not built this way. Like, if we were built this way, we would have an elite quarterback to take us from behind. No offense to Brock Purdy, but when you had lesser talent, when you didn't have your best receiver out there, when you didn't have your best offensive lineman out there, you didn't show it. Okay, outside of the Raiders game, you had a 10-point deficit you came back from, but then going into halftime against the Rams, yeah, we were down by 7, but you still – there's a different kind of, like, adversity he hasn't dealt with. Like, okay, so you're down by, 5 points against the Vikings? All you had to do was take us down the field to win the football game, and you threw that game away. But a lot of the excuses are, he had a concussion. Oh, well.
All I know, Jimmy would have got us down the field.
See, that's the thing. That's what – see, now you're kind of bringing exactly what everybody is expecting to say. See, I knew you were going to bring up his name because in that situation, he could have. But then everybody's going to say, look at him with the Raiders. He's bench. I'm pretty sure if Jimmy was like – I don't want to throw it like that, but Brock Purdy is going through growing pains. I think he's a lot better than Jimmy. But under the circumstances, you're not wrong about it. I think we've seen Jimmy take us down the field like that before. Even though it might be a little costly, but he did take us down the field to where we can win the game. Brock Purdy, we'll see some of those moments. Hopefully we see some of those moments. But
all I'm saying is I just like I want like you, my big brother CG, y'all to like, because everybody was pro Purdy. That's just like, it's not throwing shade. He's a great game manager.
He's doing his job right.
It looks like maybe Purdy isn't like, I'm not saying he's a horrible quarterback. He's good. But maybe he's just one of those quarterbacks without his guys. Like, look at CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is playing on a team that needs their quarterback. Purdy's on a team that's just like,
pretty stacked.
We don't need you. Like, really, you don't have to be elite. You got all this talent.
Just don't mess up.
That's what I'm saying. Like even the last game, I panicked because that hit he took and he grabbed his helmet. It's like,
God, a little concerning.
He can't take a hit. He cannot be hit. He can't take a hit. And it's just like, they said the same shit about Trey. So,
yeah. We need to invest better in pass rush, too. I mean, outside of Trent Williams, I don't know. McKivitz is all right, but he's just not it. I mean, I tried to defend McKivitz, but he's just not it.
McKivitz.
I want to defend Burford, but I can't. It's like, he's okay. He's not that bad. But it's like, if Burford can get better as a pass blocker, I like his run blocking.
I like Burford.
I like him personally, but I'm just saying, like, his pass blocking's kind of been a little off. I'm not even writing off on Spencer as far because he's one of my guys. And I don't want to get the Jake Brendel treatment off of him, so I'm not throwing shades at the guy. I like Burford, but I think he needs to be better as a pass blocker because that's where he's giving up pressure. But as far as a run blocker, I think Burford does really well as a run blocker. Like, he's a road grader. Like, in that same conversation with him and Trent Williams, they're both the best. Maybe if they had him and Trent Williams on the same side, I think Burford would actually play better football on that side because he has one of the best to help him. But if you put Banks with McKivitz, I think that would make a huge difference because Banks is not that bad. He's actually pretty good. And it helps McKivitz better.
Hey, what's the guy in here? Jim Everett? Is that his name?
He's a control.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, he could talk trash. He could talk trash because at the end of the day, he got one up on us. Like,
yeah,
they got one up on us. Like, this is ridiculous. But honestly, I've been telling United fans this for the longest. Get ready for the debut of Kirk Cousins. He coming. Okay.
He's coming.
Kirk Cousins is coming, man. The Minnesota Vikings was battle of who is Kyle's guy, Brock Purdy or Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins showed out. He even juked Nick Bosa. Like, I still want to kick that man in the face for that.
Damn
Cousins.
It's just like he tore it. Like, hopefully, he got hurt. So Kyle was like, that's the same thing with Chase. Like, even though it was a past injury, I noticed the Niners, they steady picking up like these severe injury players. So this is like, if we can keep Chase Young healthy, he may be the guy. But we gonna see. Even though you got him for like nothing.
Yeah, we got a bunch of guys for good deal. Randy Gregory for free.
Pretty much, he was free.
Yeah, it better work.
It needs to work, like, because we added like 4 new people. Like, what is the honest problem? Like, I feel like this is something we've seen before, where they start defense and offense, they start off slow, and then eventually towards the middle, they end up sinking.
Or they end up together.
So it's just like, maybe the Niners are just over dramatic as always, because they're drama. This is a dramatic organization.
You get on a slow start, and then we get on a hot streak.
Yeah, and I honestly, I don't think Wilkes come to the sideline is gonna change anything. To tell you the truth, but Wilkes was like, I'll come down if it makes you happy. Whatever.
I think
like,
he just do what he has to do.
Yeah, because that's why when John Lynch said that, I was just like, yo, I sure wish you and Kyle got fired. You should have took the job at Amazon a long time ago. Like, you sound like a privileged, spoiled brat. Robert Saleh and D'Amico Ryan played football like you did. So, of course, they're going to go on the side. Of course, they're going to be down on the sideline. Up close and personal. That's the type of people they are. Yes. So, it's just like, now you're telling Wilkes, it's only going to help make them better if you come down. So what if he comes down and it doesn't help? Then what?
It's going to be
you gonna fire him?
I don't even think he's catching up to the system. So it's something that he has to adjust to. So it's like we brought in that. If that was the case, if we wanted to get somebody with simple transition, it could have been Daniel Bullocks, and it probably would have been exactly like D'Amico's defense, but. Nope.
I think his whole defense was based off Bosa being Bosa. The Nick Bosa we got last year. And then when, because he held out and he wasn't in football shape, so far he was doing good. We were 5-0. I just think that, when Bosa came back, that's when all the problems happened, because I honestly really thought Bosa and Wilkes had a miscommunication, as in, the way Wilkes does his defense doesn't fit Bosa's style of play. And then my other option was, if you look at what Salah and D'Amico, we were used to being explosive. And then that kind of died down. So maybe that's also another problem.
Wilkes' defense is more like an aggressive approach, but it's more like the way he does it old-fashioned. Like, he runs a little bit of a blitz, and sometimes it may work and sometimes it doesn't. Like, Travarius Ward, for example, if he would have executed that play, it probably would have been a different outcome against the Vikings. But since he kind of messed up the last play before halftime, it could have been a different tune. I bet you if we would have got that pick for a second time that game, it would have been a different story.
Right.
But it was one of those plays.
49ers throwback. Yep, hun. I think if we lose the next few games,
he's gone.
Kyle can cover up his screw ups, Wolf's gonna get fired. And it's just like, this is my question. This is my one question for our ignorant. I really wish I had Eddie back. Y'all don't understand how bad. Yes, I want Eddie back. How deep is Jed York pockets?
Jed's just
like, if he don't win, because all I want is my guy, Trent Williams, because I've been paying attention to Trent his whole career from college to now, and how much he has grown. And it seems like I just want him to be able to hoist that trophy. I would love to see Trent Williams, Debo, Kittle, all of them, because let's face it, they age. They foot out the door. So it's just like if he don't win within the next 2 years, then how deep are your pockets that you really willing to let them two go? Are you willing to let them two go?
I don't think so. Once Jed has buddy connection with these guys, he tries to keep them as long as he could. He's done it with Trent Baalke for so many years, and eventually had to give up on him. But
never Keith. They ain't gonna never hold Kyle accountable. Never, baby. You might as well hang that up, baby. We've been trying to get that man held accountable since he got here. And no, Daddy and Jed York, they besties. So, Daddy gonna always have his back.
And the Papa Shanahan got his back, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he's got a silver spoon on his platter, and because he's the Shanahan. But if he was a different name, if he was just like the name like Josh McDaniels, he would have been fired. But since he's not that guy, he just sticks around. He can be a good offensive-minded coach, but when it comes down to his play calls and the way he builds his team, we're not built to come from behind. That's the problem. We're built to have a lead.
There you go. Say it again, CG. Thank you.
If our defense does our job, and if our running game is on a roll, we have a lead and we keep going. But if we're behind, it's going to be a lot harder. We're not quite a passing team like everybody says.
We're not built. We've shown that. We're not built to come from. I've been saying that, but because I'm a girl, I don't know. So Jags defense is tied for most interceptions with the Niners.
Yep.
I did not know that.
They're second.
I thought we had. Yeah, I thought we.
They got 11 picks. Their 3 picks and their nickelback. And then there's a couple of interceptions from their linebackers, but they've been getting a lot of turnovers. So I think it's going to be a really close game. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think both teams are going to have. Ooh.
What he said?
I like this question right here. He thinks okay. He thinks it
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. Oh, I love you, Keith. I love you. Thank you. I'm not saying that Hargrave is trash, but just look at the results. Look at the results since we hired Hargrave and got.
He's a pass rusher. He's not going to be the guy that's going to stop the run like everybody else. If we were going to be smarter, we could have got Kalen Saunders from the Saints. He was with the Chiefs. We could have got him on a cheaper deal. And that would have solved our run defense. He would have had at least 3 or 4 sacks that season, and it would still be good production off of him because he's not our pass rush type of guy. He's a run stopper. But we didn't get that guy. I thought he did pretty good in that Super Bowl game. That Caleb Saunders guy, he had 1 sack, 5 tackles, made some nice key tackles, and I thought we should have got him in free agency. I thought he would have been a nice run stopper. Yeah, Hargrave's not trash, but he just isn't worth losing our defensive depth. Now we see the weakness in our run game. Yep. But Kinlaw's kind of been a liability too. If I'm the Niners, I would try to go play Kalia Davis. He's a good run stopper. They need to play Kalia Davis a little more than Kinlaw. Gibbons is all right, but as far as Hargrave, he's not going to be a run stopper. He's more of an explosive pass rusher. He's not going to be the kind of guy that's just going to stop the runs. He's kind of a guy that takes double teams. Not a big guy. He's kind of like your poor man's Aaron Donald. Just not it, He can only do so much.
That crap is crazy, man. I've always peeped it. When we got rid of Ward and Mosley, I was like, whatever, bro. That's why I was like, Javon Hargrave was supposed to be it. He was supposed to be the missing link. For some reason, we can't seem to get it. But my thing is, now that, we assembled this super dynamite team, we have no choice but to win it. Like, I just can't understand why. Like, that's why I say maybe Kyle can get you there. He's like Jimmy Garoppolo. They can get you to the motherfucking promised land. But can we win the
He's the
actual
Mark
He's the Mark
Jackson.
Jackson.
yo?
That's the problem.
That's the
He's the
problem.
Mark
He's the
Jackson
Mark
of the
Jackson.
NFL. Mark's got talent. He did build Golden State to the top, but you needed a Steve Kerr to get you over. The Bucks couldn't win with Tony Dungy, but he built a good defense in Tampa Bay. But they needed a John Gruden to get over the hump. I mean, sometimes it's for the best, you know. Jim Mora built a foundation for the Colts, and all it took was Tony Dungy to win a championship for the Colts. All it takes is getting somebody who can get it done. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan's going to be the guy, but I know if we were to keep the talent that he built around, we can easily get a guy who can win over.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the way how I compared it, you know, I compared how the difference was Tony Dungy actually the reason why the Bucks were successful in the early parts before he became a coach for the Colts? Yeah, they built a nice defense, and that culture staked in when John Gruden was the head coach there. Yep, and he rebuilt Philadelphia also. That was the culture, but he couldn't win it also, so he had to win it in Kansas City. That's the sad part. Until then, we'll never know. But I guess for Keith, I guess I'll have him on for next Thursday or something. We'll figure out something. Yeah, Kyle would be leave and win with our luck. Damn, I would hate to see that. I don't know if this is true, but I'm hearing rumors that since Harbaugh might be out of college football because of the allegations.
He will never, baby. I'm so sorry, CG. The way the 49ers media and they did him, he ain't coming back, bro.
No, I heard he might go to the
I mean, he can
Raiders.
go to the Raiders or the Bears, maybe, but I wish he could come home. You know, you could put Kyle as the OC, the genius that he is, and have Harbaugh as the coach. Nigga, please.
You think that would work? I would want to be that coach still.
Hey, guess what? Sometimes.
Take a demotion.
Sometimes a little blackmail. Get it done.
Oh, you're a black say, hey, this is what you did.
Yo, bro, on my dead daddy, I would. Extortion, you know what? I am from Oakland, California. Okay, we are the capital of blackmail and extortion in California. we are the... In school, they used to teach us to trace over names. Like, okay. Like, hey, I wouldn't mind, like, literally Harbaugh, what he did back in the days with the Niners. We were the top tier. And then you got Kyle, who's the guru of offense, his offensive skill, play calling. If they both could put their little egos to the side and work together, the Niners would be unstoppable. And Harbaugh would actually have a playbook for Purdy's strength and weakness. The difference is Harbaugh is tough. He's tough. He does not pity you. He's not with that. It's gonna be okay. Like, you think if Harbaugh was a coach, how they be traveling and kicking it in Cancun? You think this would be going down? No.
No, he'll get the shit straight. The only downside of Jim Harbaugh was freaking having Greg Roman as our play caller. That guy couldn't play call. Like, that guy play call shit. I mean, if he had an actually better play caller than Greg Roman, I think we would have won the Super Bowl.
Yo, first of all, I just want to say I have a deep-seated hatred for Baltimore. You don't even know, man. The greatest Super Bowl comeback in history could have been the San Francisco 49ers. And somehow,
the hold on crap.
Yo, bro, like, you know what? I'm about to start crying. I ain't gonna even talk about that. I ain't gonna even talk. Like, if I was Harbaugh, I'd have punched my brother at dinner. I would have been banned from family dinners that day. Like, I would have deeply cried.
Hey, you know, Purdy looks like John Harbaugh. He probably would have that same mindset towards him.
Purdy looks like Michael Cera from Superbad. He does.
But I want to show you the picture of him and Donald. It looks identical. It's like, I'm not even gonna dispute it. Like, I think it's true. He does look like freaking John Harbaugh. I'm gonna look it up. Try to find it. There was this picture comparison of him and John Harbaugh, and it just looks very. It's like if Purdy was like in his 50s, he would be John Harbaugh. Tell me if this is identical.
They are twins.
Yeah, like if Brock Purdy was going to be 60, this is him. Yeah, I miss Harbaugh, but we didn't win with him either.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Kyle and Harbaugh are the same. But let me to you Kyle stands and this 49ers, I get it. But let me make one thing clear. Kyle Shanahan's team right now could never see Harbaugh. Could never. It could never. Yo, if we could just do that, bro. If we could do that matchup, Harbaugh would eat everybody up. You got Navarro Bowman. You got Patrick Willis. The Smith brothers. Like, yeah.
No, his type of coaching is better than Kyle because he's more straightforward. He's a rah-rah guy. He doesn't give a damn what you think. But Kyle's more like a low-key kind of a douchebag a little bit. He'll tell you like how you need to know, but then he'll kind of like low-key say shit about you. But Jim Harbaugh, he'll tell you like it is. He won't like sugarcoat it. He'll tell you straight up. And he's the kind of guy that players like, pumps you up. Like he did it with Alex Smith where he hit him in the shoulder pads like this and all that because he was trying to fire him up.
Yeah, they don't like that.
That's the problem. Harbaugh is that kind of guy you want, a rah-rah guy. Hey,
CG. You remember your last show?
Yeah.
When you cheated on me with another co-host? It's crazy. Yeah, it's funny. She DM'd me.
Okay.
Hopefully everything's good.
Oh yeah, I told her I don't like you. Don't ever speak to me ever again. Like you claim you from Oakland, and I'm from East Oakland. Once you lie on my character, it's a wrap, bro. Nope. Sorry. I told her, I was like, there is no beef, bad blood between us. If you ever want to be a guest co-host on CG show, girl, ain't nobody stopping you. Get your shine on. But I said, let me tell you something. She was like, what? I was like, if you even come from my big brother CG, I promise on everything I love. That's it. And she was she was starting drama and she lied on me and came for my character and tried to call me a homewrecker. And I was like, girl, I got 2 kids, bro. You think I barely even remember days of the week. I ain't got time to.
I mean, nobody.
That's why when I came earlier, that's why I was like, something is wrong, man. Maybe it's Chrome and StreamYard because before it never gave us problems.
It never did.
And now all of a sudden, it's like they kept emailing like Chrome is trying to fix the bug and with StreamYard, and I'm like,
that's insane.
It's crazy, those psychos.
You can say what Keith Lewis too had. I think he had an issue with it also. So it's like, damn. But no, I mean,
yeah, Keith coming. Oh no.
Keith Lewis should be coming up. I think by December.
Hey, boo.
I think next Thursday I'm gonna have this Keith. I'm gonna have him on Thursday. He's a good dude. He's a military guy too. He came from the military.
Oh yes, to all my lovely fans in the chat, and to you, CG, for all you family members who are veterans, thank you guys for y'all service, man.
I mean, I appreciate you having my back, even though I thought you were dead serious about what you were saying. Everything's good.
First of all, your wife is a trained assassin. No, sir. No.
But you're good. I mean, you go straight forward.
Nah, I didn't seen your wife beat up like 4 people by herself. I'm good. I don't want no smoke. I don't want that smoke. Yeah, I cannot believe. My concern also against the Jaguars is, even though we needed this rest, Did this bye week cause some rust? Will we be a little rusty? Especially, with Debo, even though they're practicing, and it's just like, will we be a little rusty and fall behind, or are we gonna come out swinging for the fences?
The players said they needed a little rest. They were a little beat up a little. They said this bye week actually helped them a little bit, hopefully.
All I know is Bosa better get 4 sacks.
Yeah, and Greenlaw better get back to the physical game.
Right?
Yeah, Arkansas Greenlaw, man. Come on, get back to form, man.
Don't nobody care about Arkansas, okay?
Hey, he's from
he's from he eats like their main dishes out here. One of their best dishes is possum pie, and he did it. And I was just like, "You country is crap, bro."
Yeah, I think he's from Fayetteville.
Yeah, he's from Fayetteville. They love him. Like, they finna name a whole street after that dude. Like
Conway is where he's from.
But what's the name? Rest in peace. He's from Arkansas too. What's the quarterback? Ryan Mallett.
Yeah, Ryan Mallett.
Yeah, they had a whole funeral and stuff for him down here. And it was sad because it was like, I finally actually thought, with this DUI, he was getting his life on track. And it was like, damn.
Yeah, there was another legend that almost died. Peyton Hillis almost died for rescuing like one of the family members.
Hey, CJ, what's up with Earl Thomas' ex-wife, bro?
I don't know.
First of all, if anybody, I don't care if this hurt y'all feelings, Earl Thomas' ex-wife did that. Because that new boyfriend she got did know nothing about that man, just like us as a fan. So obviously she gave him some information for him to get his information to start that scam. Like, that crap is crazy. Like, lock them both up. Just, like, lock them up. Like, when I seen it, I said, oh, Thomas scamming people.
He's a completely different person once he leaves Seattle.
Wait, Keith, him and Peyton, they was beefing. That's why he didn't get, Peyton Manning, because
no, there was
no. Peyton Manning and Harbaugh did not like each other. They did not like each other.
There was just nothing because I believe Peyton was the one that took his job when he was the backup there, and I think they never had the same page. Just like how certain people felt like Steve Young and Joe Montana, they may have mutual respect for each other, but I think in reality they don't like each other. That's what I was told.
They don't. Like, this man came in and stole your job. Why would you like him?
Exactly.
Like, you coexisted, but deep down there's like,
I don't like you. I mean, Jones, they weren't buddies.
That's what I want my coach to do. That's what I'm like. If these two Hall of Famers could put their pride to the side and win for the team, like, I honestly think Kyle just don't want nobody getting credit. Like, I think that's the main reason why he didn't say, even though they were like, oh, how people was out when Tom Brady, before he retired? Yes, but Brady still could have willed it and won. I honestly think that Harbaugh would have got no credit because the headlines would have been Tom Brady 49ers win a Super Bowl.
That would have been something. And then Brady would have retired
at home. Like, I hate
he wanted to end it like that.
Yes.
But it is what it is. Yeah, we've been going on for a while. We'll definitely next week.
Yeah, just email me from now on until they fix it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's, technology has its ups, has its downs. Like, but you excited for Sunday? Because it's been a long day. Football sucks.
Yeah, come on, Chase.
Yo, who you think gonna get the first sack, man?
I think it's gonna be Bosa.
You think? Shit.
We're drained.
Hopefully, Drake Jackson wakes up.
We'll see. Maybe
I think
Randy.
it's gonna be. That's what I think it's gonna be Randy. I think
Randy's coming off of marijuana.
Yeah, because Trevor Lawrence, they got a better record. Like, yo.
Yeah, 5-game win streak.
I'm gonna need for Brock Purdy to come in like he was like ice in my veins. Like
he needs to come off as Breeze. Needs to have a clinic. Or at least have something like football.
Right? Wait, CG, are you a LA Faker fan?
I've told you that.
So do you agree with Lil Wayne?
On what? About the Lakers?
Yeah, he said if the Lakers want to see another championship, get rid of AD. Do you agree with that? I think that's bullshit.
He can't stay healthy. He's good.
Get him some prenatal vitamins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it. But how can you a guy that
Honestly, I think the problem with the organization is I feel sometimes the Lakers organization uses LeBron James as an excuse.
Too much, yeah.
Because AD was supposed to be the leader and take over a long time ago.
LeBron's the leader.
That's what I'm saying. I think they use LeBron as an excuse because he's only supposed to play limited minutes because let's face it, he's old.
Yeah, he's good.
But he's gonna be. Yeah, thanks for letting me know his age because me and him is neck and neck. So
that dude's old. But he's got
so that means I'm old. Wow.
No.
Wow. I mean, I'm old. I'm man. I'm 30. Hey, gonna be on phone.
I don't know about that.
But that's all right. If it makes you feel better, the Warriors are number 2. If it makes
I'm
you
old myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Welcome to the 80s. Wait, you over the bridge, right? Once you get past 33 and you over the bridge, it's downhill.
It's downhill.
That cold weather and that rain, like.
And them arthritis.
Yo, yeah, they don't know nothing about Arthur. They too young for that.
Yeah.
They don't know. I hope they don't protest on that game, man.
I hope so.
Because even though we know Cal Berkeley, they're known for doing that, but it's like, I get it. What is sad? It's going, but it's like, that ain't. If y'all gonna do that, please don't come. But I heard we're taking 57%. 57% of the is gonna be 49ers, and it's just like, damn, we really roll deep like that. Like,
they get a check on football. I see a lot of their favorites.
Well, they said for the Jacksonville game that the legendary man himself, Frank Gore, is hosting the
for the Rush podcast.
Yeah, the thing where they tailgate party. So yeah. I was like, oh, I forgot it's Petty Friday. In the spirit of Petty Friday, you heard me say it first. Frank Gore is mid compared to Garrison Hurst. Bam, I said it.
Yeah.
I forgot today was Veterans Day. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Ready to see how it goes.
I was wondering why.
Pretty big. Roger Goodell's
So Adam Peters. Okay. You are a guy who knows this type of stuff. So Adam Peters technically is taking John Lynch's spot. And John Lynch moved up, right?
Yeah. He's going to do football operation or something.
Okay, so he's practically been doing so, but like, will John Lynch still be like on the field and always showing his face?
I think he'll still be around. He'll just be on a higher level. Adam Peters will probably do more of the draft. And I think he'll still do his thing. I think they're trying to protect Adam Peters from leaving to another organization because he's kind of considered a GM candidate.
He is. Like, they say he's responsible for all these wonderful drafts we had.
That's why they want to move him up so he doesn't leave.
He said Roger Goodell is a shit joke of a commissioner. Thoughts on that fool?
He just doesn't care about the Super Bowl.
The Niners organization don't care. As long as you got the faithfuls traveling and you can put money in Jed's pocket, that's all we care about. He don't care.
Yeah, I know we've been having that podcast. I know it's just been yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think part of Adam Peters is they don't want to lose him. So I think giving him giving him the GM spot would probably just give him the title, then he could still scout the draft talent, all that stuff.
Or you can go and apply for the position.
I wish. I mean, but Adam Peters is a good
hell, they hire anybody, so.
But you got to have that qualification experience. You got to have that experience.
First of all, let me know what type of general manager experience John Lynch had.
But he was an NFL player.
But sometimes he still has no experience.
That's true. But most of these guys, they get pushed over. Like look at John Elway. He didn't have any GM experience until then. But I guess, like you said, John Lynch had no experience also. But it's because of the NFL players. But John Lynch as a GM, he's kind of been okay, but he's not like a smart GM at times. But he's been going bargain. So who would you take all day? Would you take Trent Baalke in Jacksonville at this point, or would you take John Lynch?
As much as I hate that Botox non-dressing fucker, I'm gonna still have to go with John Lynch because at the end of the day, he be like the dude can make a deal, man.
Baalke's a cheapskate, even though he kind of turned Jacksonville around. I'm hoping that Trent Baalke cursed the Jaguars when we play them again, so we can beat them. I mean, Jacksonville's good. Don't get me wrong; they're a good football team, but they've always struggled against us. So it's like when we weren't even a playoff team, they still lost to us when they were considered the number one team in the AFC. Yeah, at one point they were considered the number one team in the AFC in 2017, and we came into that game beating them when we had no business to. Jacksonville, the previous year, we beat them by 20 points, and that was with Trevor Lawrence, but they might be a different team, so we might see what they bring to the table.
Right? We can only know till Sunday.
Yeah. The one thing I like about that Jacksonville stadium is they got a pull right on the view. It's pretty cool.
And yet our cheap asses had to get a loan to fix our damn stadium.
Man. I guess. It's not the best in the world, but we do get a Super Bowl spot. We get like a Super Bowl in a couple of years to sponsor, like host or something.
I think if we actually do it, we get to host the Super Bowl.
Hopefully, maybe they make a story out of Shanahan and we win it at Levi Stadium. We come on top. That'd be nice. And maybe they put a statue on Mr. Kyle, even though we don't like Kyle. We just want him to win a Super Bowl for once. That's all we're asking.
Thank you.
We don't have a problem with your coaching. It's just you haven't won the big one. That's it. I mean, will it be hard to replace him? Yeah, because I don't think there's no other coaches like Kyle. But, yeah, Kyle can't win the big one. That's the problem. I mean, if I had to go with somebody who can take me to the big one, I know Kyle can build something like that, but I need somebody who can win us the big one. Like, build me something. And I'll go with wins. Like, give me Harbaugh. Give me Harbaugh under Kyle's talent, and I'll probably win a championship. But that's either here or then. So we'll definitely look forward to Sunday.
Me too. Football has been boring without the Niners.
It's been boring for weeks, and the Chase Young news was pretty much all we had to talk about for the bye week. Now let's see if it pays off.
Well, let's see if him coming to the sideline field is what's going to help.
Yeah, your favorite Seahawk is here.
Hey, boo! Y'all better give Pete Carroll some gum.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's always on my NFC West podcast. He's a good dude.
As a Niners fan, I know I'm supposed to hate Seattle, but I'm a Trojans girl, so I'll love Pete Carroll till I die.
You mean Pete Carroll, the Ellen DeGenerate?
There will be no slander, CJ.
Yeah. I mean,
He does kind of look like him.
But he was the GOAT in college. I'm not disputing that. Like in college, he was winning a lot of games for USC, and they won championships under him. You had a lot of Heisman Trophy winners. You had a lot of success during that Pete Carroll era, and then that I don't know what's going on with my boy Lincoln. Even though I don't like Lincoln anymore, but he's supposed to be making you guys contending. Yeah. Oh, he's a Huskies fan, so yeah. It's pretty obvious for a guy in Washington. He'll cheer for the Huskies. But yeah. All right, Danielle, we're going to call it a day. We'll definitely look forward to next week.
For sure, Tupac. Don't forget to email me.
I will. I got you. Hey, have you checked out Suge Knight's podcast? I checked that out. It's some good stuff, but he's actually...
It is.
I heard
Akon's just angry because Snoop owns his label.
Yeah, but Akon's suing him now.
For what?
Because he got slandered, I guess, because of what, like, if you read about Akon, he's actually going to start suing Suge Knight. Even though, he's got nothing to lose. He's in jail. You don't care. Like, what is he getting out of Suge Knight? Suge Knight's broke.
Suge Knight ain't never broke.
No, but like, he got nothing to lose. He's behind bars.
Yes, but he still has people who can get them money. Yep. As long as they play Pac on the record and everybody and all these songs, Suge stay making money.
I was just watching that podcast and he talked about Akon and some other stuff, and then he was talking about other incidents. I don't know when they're going to make an episode 2, but I was checking out the Collect Call one. That one's a good podcast. He actually tells you a lot of different stories about what happened. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and y'all have a nice day.
Awesome. Love you guys.
Peace.